I will be doing evaluation question 1 part A, which is in what ways do your media products use, develop or challenge forms and conventions of real media products? My film poster was influenced by The Barn and We Are Still Here, as I wanted to have the layout where the characters were placed over a landscape. The landscape I used in my poster was of the church, which is featured in my film trailer as an establishing shot. I have conformed to the conventions of a film poster, as I have included the cast names, a main image, the title, film credits, release dates, and film production logos. I have made the title the largest text on the poster, which makes it stand out and is eye-catching to the audience. The focal picture of my poster is the church and two main characters, which reveal that the film has the theme of religion and leaves the audience thinking what could happen to the characters. For the images of the characters, I used a studio mid-shot. However, this subverts to horror film posters, as there would usually be one main character as an image, and it would be a close-up of their face with a scared facial expression. The expressions on the characters of my poster show discomfort, which supports Todorov's narrative theory, as it suggests that equilibrium is disrupted. The title and the image of the church suggest that a bad spirit was the cause of the disruption, although it is hard to tell whether the equilibrium was restored or not. My film poster includes innocent young school teenagers juxtaposed with a dark background and a haunting-looking church. This supports Strauss's narrative theory based around the conflict of binary opposites, in which my film poster shows good versus evil, where the schoolgirls are the good characters who are faced against the curse, which is the bad spirit. Also, the church, in contrast with the dark background, suggests that there is conflict within religion. However, I used mid-shots, which allows me to show the background to create a spooky atmosphere, whereas a close-up wouldn't have allowed me to show the background. I've also lowered the brightness and contrast to create a darker toned picture to emphasize the shadows. For the church, I've also lowered the brightness and contrast to create a darker mood. I've chosen to create my poster with a brown color scheme, as it creates a scary atmosphere which relates to my genre. I've also edited the cast names and title to have a glow which gives a ghostly effect. My film magazine front cover was heavily inspired by Empire. I liked how there was a lot of variation with the front covers of the magazine, so I decided to take features from different front covers and incorporate them into one to create my film magazine front cover. I've also decided to make my magazine company generic but have a horror issue for my front cover. My magazine front cover conforms to the conventions of a film magazine front cover, as there is a main image which I have made one of the main characters, a masthead located at the top of the magazine, cell lines along the sides of the magazine, a title, features included on the magazine, issue number, and a button. I've also included a strip at the bottom which was inspired by the Iron Man issue of Empire. Because my front cover is a horror issue, all the features and cell lines on my front cover are horror related, including popular films of the year in the strip. I've also conformed to the film magazine front covers, as I have used the studio image of one of the main characters as the focal image. Although the features and cell lines are to do with horror, my film magazine subverts from the horror genre, as my front cover is fairly bright and there is not a lot of use of dark colours.